So, hello there everyone, a very warm welcome to the Horsefall Stadium for this, what's now a 3:15 kickoff between Bradford Park Avenue and Matlock Town. Kickoff was delayed by 15 minutes due to traffic congestion. An incident apparently on the M62 allowed Matlock Town to be late to the Horsefall Stadium. But they are now here, and kickoff is in around about 5 minutes' time. The players are yet to make their way out onto the field, but that will be imminent, and we'll run you through the teams in a moment as well. Again, Bradford Park Avenue come into this game, well, obviously not the best run of form, but did get a win in their last home game, 1-0 against Marsk United a couple of weeks ago. As for Matlock Town, of course, they come into this game actually sitting around about mid-table in the division, but Matlock Town have never won against Bradford Park Avenue, according to the stats. So that's certainly one for this game as well. But obviously, they have had a good start to the season, have Matlock Town currently sitting in mid-table. Manager Martin Carruthers as well took over the club in December 2022. 43 games managed, 19 wins, 11 draws and 13 defeats so far. And again, the last meeting between these two teams was 12 years ago, back in December 2011. A 2-2 draw. Bradford Park Avenue came from 2-0 down to rescue a point on that day. And I will say as well, Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson both take charge of the game today, of course, after the departure of Mark Bauer in the week. And Danny Bosch, of course, is going to be Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson is on the bench. And with that being said, I will now run you through the lineup. So, for Bradford Park Avenue, Heath Richardson in goal, Bradford City loanee, Lucas Dunstan, Jack Whiting, Lewis Hay, Mitch Lund, Will Lancaster, Miles Laberstein, Simon Richmond, Will Longbottom, Connor Shanks and Brad Doherty. On the bench, Ollie Johnson, Chinedu Osadibe, Harry Colville, Zach Kersey and Jordan Preston. As for Matlock Town, Saldini in goal, George Wilkinson, Joe West, Nathan Whitehead, Adam Yates, Finley Armand, John Johnston, Harry Wood, Alex Dunhayu, Jonathan Margetts and Anthony Dwyer. Jonathan Margetts, by the way, already 24 goals in all competitions this season for Matlock Town, including 4 goals in the last game as Matlock Town beat top of the league 4-0. So certainly they're going to be a threat in this game as well. And Anthony Dwyer I mentioned as well. On the bench, though, for Matlock Town, Calder in, Andrew Wright, Ollie Clark, Jamie Sharman and your Ian Evans. So that is the teams, and we're still waiting for the arrival of the players out onto the field. Players will be arriving very soon. Again, the games have all kicked off already because we are kicking off 15 minutes late here at the Horsefall Stadium. Kick-off, of course, though. All kick-off around the grounds already happened. I will keep you updated with scores from the likes of Bradford City and Leeds United as well as we go along in this game. Of course, this game is expected to now finish a little bit later. I will keep you updated with some Premier League scores as well if anyone's interested. Only goals in the Premier League so far have come at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 1. Ukrainian international Mikalenko put Everton in front, but Everett Eze scored a penalty to equalise for them. And as for Bradford City, of course, a new era has also begun at Bradford City, actually. Because Bradford City have appointed, of course, Graham Alexander recently. Their score is Bradford City 1, Bradford City 0, Barrow 1, my apologies, after 14 minutes. Sorry for a full score there, but got my words a little bit mixed up. And I will also keep you updated as well with Leeds United. They host Plymouth Argyle, and the score is 0-0 at Ellen Road so far in the Championship. Massive credit to them Plymouth Argyle fans who've made that long trip to Ellen Road as well. But we are about to get underway, and the players will all come and get onto the field now. Bradford Park Avenue in their usual white and green, and Matlock Town in their nice blue strip as well, making their way onto the field. The Matlock Town captain is John Johnston, leading it, and again, the first game without Mark Bauer for Bradford Park Avenue since 2019. October 2019, the last time Park Avenue played a game where Mark Bauer was not in the dugout. Spent the majority of time at the club since 2016 as well. Managerial duties today go to Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson. Ollie Johnson is still named on the bench. And as well, Heath Richardson, I mentioned, of course, as well. He is on loan from Bradford City. He plays between the sticks for Park Avenue in this one. And again, I will keep you updated with scores around the grounds as we go on. But so far, no kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium. A 15-minute delay due to traffic congestion for Matlock Town getting to the Horsefall Stadium this afternoon. Well, Park Avenue did win the last time out of the Horsefall Stadium. It was 1-0 against Marsk United just a fortnight ago. It's only me, Samuel Wright, bringing you commentary today from the Horsefall Stadium. No Arthur Difford with me, but it is just me to bring you commentary. And this could be a big win for Park Avenue if they can pull it off. But again, will not be an easy task against a good Matlock Town side. I imagine there is going to be a minute's silence as it is Remembrance Weekend, of course. And again, Matlock Town have reached the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons in the Northern Premier League. So that is something also worth noting. They've been in this division. It's the 2003-04 season. 20 years now for Matlock Town at this level. So that's something else worth noting. They've scored 31 goals this season and conceded 28. So, say they're an entertaining team, Matlock Town. And 15 games so far, 6 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses, 10th in the Northern Premier League. Coming into today, the minute silence will get underway shortly. So we are going to have a break in the commentary while the minute silence goes on to pay our respects. And again, Bradford Park Avenue is at 18th at the moment. They did get a win in their last home game. We're still waiting the minute silence to happen in a moment. It is currently 3:17 now, so it'll be around about a 20-minute delay to kick off instead of 15 minutes. As more Matlock Town players make their way out. It is imminent. And the minute silence begins now. Well, there goes the minute silence to pay our respects, of course, and the game is about to get underway. Northern Premier League encounter between Bradford Park Avenue and Matlock Town. Matlock Town sitting 10th in the Northern Premier League at the moment. Park Avenue in 18th, and Matlock Town have reached the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. It's going to be Will Longbottom to kick us off. Again, a game in what's a bit of a new era for Park Avenue, of course. We await the referee's whistle to get us underway. And the referee is Callum Jones this afternoon as well at the Horsefall Stadium. Just making sure everyone's ready. And the Matlock Town Ultras are certainly out in full voice in the away end in the early going. I've certainly had a lot of goals to cheer this season. There's plenty of goals to cheer for sure from their top scorer Jonathan Margetts. And kick-off is now underway, and it is Park Avenue kicking towards the Cemetery Road end who do get us underway as an early ball goes forward. That's headed back to his own goalkeeper by George Wilkinson. Heading back to 40-year-old Saldini. Started out in the Notts County Academy. A good kick forward from him early on. Well defended by Whiting, and that's headed down. Lewis Hay plays it forward with his right foot, and it's going to be chased as well by Labbersteed, and that's a good piece of defending as well from Joe West. Heading back to his own goalkeeper as Matlock Town have possession now. Again, Bradford Park Avenue kicking towards the Cemetery Road end in the first half. And Matlock Town in possession again. Certainly an entertaining team, it's fair to say. Matlock Town, last time out, winning against top of the league Radcliffe as the ball goes forward early on. That's well defended, though, by the number 5, Mitch Lund. And the ball is in possession now of Matlock Town again. Just under a minute played, still 0-0. But Matlock Town is the team on the ball, now in the centre circle. Nice ball played forward, given away cheaply though to Doherty. Doherty, the number 11, can bring it forward. He does well. And now Richmond has it and goes to the left back, Jack Whiting. He plays one forward over the top, and that's going to be cleared away, and Matlock deal with it for now and eventually complete the clearance. And Lund has to get there first and does, and he's fouled as well by Jonathan Margetts, according to the referee. And that is a free kick for Park Avenue. 90 seconds in, still 0-0 so far. As the ball is worked out to Will Lancaster. Lancaster finds a Dunstan. A Dunstan brings it forward. And again, the first game in Jodgel. Good run forward. It's Hay actually on the ball now. And Hay goes back to a Dunstan, but gets too much on the ball. And was allowed to go a long way there, the number 2. And again, this Matlock Town team certainly score a lot of goals, but they also do concede a fair bit as well. So that's something worth noting, as a good challenge there goes in by the number 11, Anthony Dwyer. And that is a throw-in to Park Avenue and Lucas Dunstan. And Dunstan takes it and plays it back. And it's on the ball now. It's a nice turn away, but it's going to be cleared forward well by Lewis Hay. That's going to be a throw-in to Matlock Town. 2.5 minutes in so far. Bradford Park Avenue 0, Matlock Town 0. Again, there is certainly some dangerous players to look out for on the Matlock Town side, as the goalkeeper takes a goal kick and just rolls straight to Adam Yates. And Yates can play the ball forward. He does play the ball forward. It's a bit of a... It was one, and Lund then heads that out, and Whiting has to keep it alive. He does. And he's been closed down. He's actually won a free kick, actually, from Alex Dehemu, who gives it away. I think I pronounced that one right, but Alex Dehemu gives the free kick away, and it will be taken by Heath Richardson, the Bradford City loanee. And it's going to roll it out and take this immediately, just over 3 minutes in, still 0-0. A delayed kick-off, of course, at the Horsfall Stadium, due to traffic congestion stopping Matlock Town getting here on time, as Richardson takes the goal kick in his own half. And it's fair to the Matlock fans are making a very good bracket early on, but Johnson comes forward now. Labastide on the ball. Good run from him. He's in a good position. Gets the shot away. And he scores. What a strike that is. And Bradford Park Avenue lead after 4 minutes. What a goal that is from Miles Labastide on his left foot. And the hosts lead 1-0. What a strike. Bradford Park Avenue lead after just 4 minutes. What a goal it was. Absolutely brilliant. On that left foot, there was no stopping that one. It flew into the top corner, and it's Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. It did not take long for the host to break the deadlock, and the Gianluca Havern era, so to speak, has got underway with a bang. It's only taken them 4 minutes, and what a goal it was. As soon as that left his foot, it looked like it was going in, and just seeing Lewis Hay get a bit of a speaking to from Gianluca Havern here, actually. Might need a little bit of treatment by the looks of it, Hay. He's staying off the field for now, so a little bit of a downer on what was a fantastic finish from Miles Labastide to make it 1-0. What a strike that was. Got it on that left foot and then just let fly, and it beats Daldini, the goalkeeper, and Park Avenue with a dream start to make it 1-0. As the ball is now worked out, and Matlock Town's a foul, actually. It's going to be a free kick in favour of the visitors. Foul was made on Jonathan Margetts, the top scorer. They're certainly going to have a task to keep him quiet today. But 5 minutes in, and Park Avenue have had the dream start. And start exactly what Gianluca Havern and Ollie Johnson would have wanted. As the free kick is going to come in from the left-hand side. It's a dangerous cross, this, potentially, for Matlock Town. Not an easy free kick to defend. And it is going to be whipped in, is it? No, I thought it was going to be whipped in there by Joe West. But eventually they do take it, and that's well cleared by Longbottom, who was alive to it. Hay is still getting treatment off the field. So for now, Park Avenue are down to 10 as the ball's worked out to the right-hand side to Dehemu. And then that's going to be one in the middle of the park. It's going to be played back to Finlay Armand. Long way out. Shot comes in from West. Not a bad effort. That's a good save by Heath Richardson. He had to hold that one. It's a good strike, that, from Joe West. He caught it really well. And in the end, the goalkeeper, two hands on it, kept it within his grasp as well there, Heath Richardson. Of course, big gloves to fill after the departure of George Sykes Kenworthy, not just very recently. And he did well on that occasion as he holds onto the ball, Richardson, and then plays it forward. Just as I mentioned before the goal had gone in about the Matlock Town fans so far, been very up for this. That goal, I'm sure, would have put a little bit of a downer on things, but Matlock are coming forward again now. That one's overrun, and Whiting does well to put it out of play. Running forward was the number 7 skipper, John Johnston. He was stopped in his tracks well, though, as a throw-in. It's going to be taken short, and it's a good little bit of play as well by Harry Wood. And Jocketty does really well. Great defensive work from him, and he clears it away. Of course, it's the first game that Park Avenue have played without Mark Bauer as manager, of course, since 2019, October 2019, in fact, just over 4 years ago. And they've started the game very well indeed as Whiting plays it forward. It's given away cheaply on that occasion though. Matlock Town pick it up. Of course, it was delayed kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium. Already played 7 minutes. But Bradford Park Avenue have an early lead. There's a good ball in behind there. This could be problems. And, as Dehemu has it, and he's fell over there. Dehemu hasn't quite managed to keep his feet. There was certainly no contact there from Jack Whiting. And in the end, Dehemu just completely lost his footing. And that will be a goal kick in favour of Bradford Park Avenue, who still lead 1-0. Just over 7 minutes played. An excellent goal from Miles Labastide in the early stages. Inside of the first 5 minutes. Absolutely brilliant strike into the top corner. Just keep you updated with scores in a moment as well around the grounds. And Bradford City still trail 1-0 to Barrow after 26 minutes. At Valley Parade, and Leeds United lead Plymouth Argyle by a goal to nil. Dan James scoring in that one. And in the Premier League, the only goals have still been at Sellers Park. Of course, Manchester United versus Luton Town, Arsenal, Burnley are the other games as balls won in the middle of the park. It's played forward as well from Matlock Town, and that's good defending. It's misjudged the bounce there, London. It's Margetts who has it. Margetts whips one in, not a bad delivery, and it's good defending there. But it was actually good defending, I believe. It was by Whiting as Doherty tries to bring it away now, right in front of his own dugout, and he wins this side of throw in. It was good tracking back there from Dehemu. So in the end, though, that is a good piece of defending. Doherty, again, working really hard as usual for his team. Just, again, we'll keep updated with the scores around the grounds. 9 minutes in here at the Horsefall Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. How much Park Avenue would need a win. They did win their last game at home a couple of weeks ago on the 28th of October. 1-0, of course, against Marsk United. A big win that one was. And then, of course, they also are back here on Monday evening against Marine as well. So, 2 games back-to-back. As the ball's played forward by West. Not a bad one. It's going to be well defended, though, by Dunstan. He then clears it away, and he goes to get there as he fouled his man. The referee says no, but it's still won, and surely that time he does. And Dunstan does leave a little bit in on his man that time. I believe that man was actually Jonathan Margetts as well. He brought down a bit of a battle between those two. It is Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. Again, they've been the entertainers in the division so far, it's fair to say. Matlock Town, plenty of goals scored and plenty conceded so far. So 31, I believe it is. They've scored, and 28 they conceded before the game. That's now 29, of course. They were 10th in the league, a team who reached the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons as well. Free kick comes in. It's well headed away from a Dunstan. Ball falls to the edge of the area. It's a good ball as well. Works out to the left-hand side, and this could be an opportunity for the visitors. The ball comes in. It's a good one. A chance at the back post. It's cut back, and that's going to be cleared away. It was actually Dehemu who got there. He got the ball back. He might well have gone for goal, but in the end, it came off him. It came back into the 6-yard box, and it was a good piece of defending by Whiting on that occasion. And now Hayes come forward. Long bottom with a chance. It's straight at the goalkeeper. What an opportunity that is on the counter-attack for Park Avenue to make it 2-0. It was brilliant play. It was Hay on the left-hand side who played it into Longbottom. There was no flag that went up. He had the shot. And in the end, it was straight at the goalkeeper, Saldini. Longbottom had his head in his hands, so he must have been a bit disappointed there. Either way, a brilliant move from Park Avenue. Very good play going forward from them. They've looked dangerous every time they've come forward in the opening 10 minutes. And they nearly had a second. And the ball's out this time by Hay. That's going to be defended on that occasion, though. This time by Nathan Whitehead. And he finds... And Alex Dehemu dropped very deep for the time being. And the ball is back again. And they're just trying to bring it forward at the moment. Matlock Town, they've nearly got caught on the counter. Not for the first time in this game. And Whiting there has fouled Dehemu. He certainly had more of the ball than anyone so far for Matlock Town. Alex Dehemu. Again, certainly a threat in the game. But on that occasion goes down. Ball's going to be played out to the left-hand side. And this could be Park Avenue, a bit of defending to do maybe. As it's back with the centre-backs at the moment. It's played over the top and it's going to be well cleared away. Though good defending by Will Lancaster. And Longbottom controls the ball up top, does he? No, he's beaten to it. Lewis Hay with a headband on now, of course, going down with that early injury. He's received his treatment. He stayed on the pitch, but he has currently got his headband on. As the ball now is with Lancaster. He plays it forward. Not a bad ball over the top, but Longbottom not quite released in behind. And that's a run forward. That's going to be a foul, is it? No, the referee's not given anything, but there's a Park Avenue player down in discomfort. It's Connor Shanks, actually, who goes down in the centre circle in a bit of discomfort there. I think he was caught, Connor Shanks. And a few players surrounding the referee here. I don't think there was too much intent there by the Matlock Town player. Not quite sure who it was who brought him down, but Jordan Preston is immediately warming up. And just a bit of a talking to from the referee here. Just talking to a couple of Matlock Town players. 12 minutes played in what was a late kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. Goal coming early on in the game. And a brilliant goal from Miles Labastide. In fact, there is a yellow card, actually. Just as I mentioned, there wasn't too much intent. There is going to be a yellow card coming out for a Matlock Town player. I believe Harry Wood is the man who's going to be going into the referee's notebook. Here's a yellow card for Harry Wood. A bit of a late challenge on Connor Schatz. A bit of an unfortunate one. But Harry Wood is the first player to go into the referee's notebook of the game. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0 so far. What a goal it was as well. Miles Labastide getting the Gianluca Bird era off to a great start. Gianluca Bird and Ollie Johnson, of course, taking over as managers for this game. As the ball's played forward over the top, it's going to be dealt with on that occasion, though, by George Wilkinson. And eventually he's going to get the ball clear, is he? It's going to go out for a goal kick, actually. And it's going to be taken quickly by Saldini. 13 minutes in. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. As the ball's played forward, it's a nice turn in the middle of the park. And that's played back. And Wood goes to get there. And number 8 versus number 8 there. Richmond it was who came in for a challenge. And the ball is now with the number 4, Nathan White. And he's giving it away, though, to a Dunstan. A Dunstan plays it forward to Longbottom. This could be an opportunity. Longbottom takes it a little bit wide for the time being. Not quite on that favoured left foot, but he goes back and then he wins this side of throw. Oh, he won his side of throw in there. The corner of the linesman not to be. And then the ball comes off Longbottom, goes to the middle of the park, and Wood controls that one quite well. Of course, Harry Wood, the only player in the referee's notebook so far. Ball over the top. It's not a bad one. And this could be an opportunity for Matlock Town to come forward. The ball has already gone out of play, according to the referee. And it's 14 minutes played, and we'll keep you updated with other scores around the grounds, of course. So 2-0 to Leeds United now. Pirro has got a second. Leeds United lead Plymouth by 2 goals to 0, and Bradford City still trail at home to Barrow by a goal to 0 as well. In the Premier League, the only goal, as mentioned, has gone in so far is at Sellers Park. There's a bit of a loose touch there, and just as I come back to it, Park Avenue nearly played himself into a bit of trouble there. Heath Richardson did get the ball away quickly, though. Here's Palace 1, Everton 1 at Sellers Park. 15 minutes in here, though. 1-0 to Park Avenue. Nice defending there from London. Oh, and that's a strong challenge. And this could be in a bit of trouble here. And it's going to be it's a red card. Matlock Town have already had a player sent off. It's Finley Armand who went through his man, the number 6. And it's all going on here. There's a few players who are just, getting tempers off, flaring here in the Horsefall Stadium. An early red card, though, for Matlock Town. And it's Finley Armand with a strong challenge. The players immediately surrounded the referee, and Finley Armand's to be heading for an early shower after that one. Certainly a strong challenge, I believe. It was on, might have been Mitch Lund, actually. The challenge was on. Let's get confirmation it was indeed Mitch Lund who the challenge was made on. And immediately players were surrounding the referee. He went to his pocket, and that's a red card, and Park Avenue still lead 1-0. And there's going to be another card coming out here. I believe it might be a yellow card for Jack Whiting, maybe. I think the yellow card might be coming out for. As Lewis Havers continues to receive treatment as well. Just get confirmation of the yellow cards for. I think it is going to be Jack Whiting who goes into the referee's notebook. No, we're just getting confirmation in a moment. As it's actually going to be Lund who's getting a talking to as well from the referee. Just explaining to him there. It's going to be a yellow card for Mitch Lund, just to confirm as well. So 16 minutes in, and that's the first yellow card of the game for Bradford Park Avenue. And Bradford Park Avenue now a goal up and a man up in this game. And it's Lewis Hay who's going to take the free kick. But I believe it was for the reaction why Mitch Lund was booked, just to confirm as well. And there was a little bit of a dispute going on as well here as well. And I believe the manager might have been sent away here, actually. Well, Martin Carruthers actually might have been sent away here as well. I'm just getting confirmation of it. He's been sent behind the stand, behind the fence here. And yeah, I believe that's what the referee's done at the moment. So yeah, things are looking a bit. Things are going very wrong at the moment. from a Matlock Town point of view. But the Matlock Town manager is been sent behind the fence for the time being. And Park Avenue do get us back underway. And a little football will be played again. Well, the ball forward from Hay is going to go straight to the goalkeeper, Saldini. And yeah, it's Matlock Town, sorry, who can bring the ball away. It's played forward. Park Avenue a goal up and a man up at this moment in time. As the ball is with Whiting. He goes in field to Hay. Hay playing more of a centre midfield role at the moment. As Havern, of course, he'll be very happy with his team start. As to obviously Ollie Johnson and Havern, I should say, we're very happy with the way his team have started this game. As ball's worked out to the left-hand side to Whiting. Whiting plays it in field to Hay. Hay, of course, with a band on his head after an early injury that he picked up. A little bit of blood was coming from the head of the number 4. Very nice turn in field from him as well. Ball's worked out to Whiting. Park Avenue need to make this man's advantage count. They're already a goal up in the game. A goal up and a man up. They look to try and climb the Northern Premier League table. And score updates come in a moment from the Bradford City game as well. But I will wait until this attack does break down from a Park Avenue point of view. As Lund now, of course, it was booked in the game, as I already mentioned. The ball played forward as well. Over the top, Richmond's in there. Richmond heads it down towards the long bottom. He was just behind him in the end, though, the forward. He couldn't quite take it in. Whiting controls the clearance. Park Avenue just keep coming at them at the moment. And 19 minutes in, 1-0. That's the ball in there, and it's going to be cleared away in the end. And Matlock Town have not on our play, of course, with 10 men, as the ball is on the left-hand side. And it's taken in field as well, and Matlock Town can have a spell of possession for the time being, as the ball is with the number 2, George Wilkinson. He goes in field to Yates. He plays it forward. Again, Bradford Park Avenue leading by a goal to 0. A goal up and a man up. And Bradford City, by the way, equalised. It's Smith with an equaliser there in the 33rd minute at Valley Parade. The first goal of the Graham Alexander era at Valley Parade. And at the Park Avenue, of course, another manager, of course, with his first game in charge, Luke Havern, and of course, Ollie Johnson, as Doherty goes down in the middle of the park and trying to bring it forward. It might have been a shirt up. The referee plays an advantage. It's going to be with Margetts, and Margetts on the right-hand side can play one in. It's a deep delivery, but it's going to be cleared away by a Dunstan, who does his defensive duties and clears it out for a throw-in. On that occasion, the ball in from Margetts. No one was really in there from a Matlock Town point of view. And it's still 1-0 to Park Avenue. Goal coming early on in the game from Miles Labastide. As the cross comes in, it's going to be deflected out for a corner to Matlock Town. A chance for them to bring some bodies forward. Of course, Finlay Armand has been dismissed for a straight red card for Matlock Town in the game as well, just to confirm. As the number 7, it's going to be John Johnston to come across the skipper to take the corner. The referee's seen something in the penalty area that he's not a fan of, so it's given players a bit of a talking to. We've played across the 20-minute mark now to what was a delayed kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium, and it is going to be whipped in by John Johnston. This corner is going to be an in-swinger. Lewis Hay again has come to the Park Avenue dugout, so they're going to defend this corner with 10. It's a ball in. And the goalkeeper does well to get a fist to it in the end, and the clearance is complete. He's under a bit of pressure there, Heath Richardson, actually. Had to come through a crowd of players to get there. He did get his fist to it, and now the ball's back out with Johnston on the left. And Matlock Town can try and bring it forward. They've on the left-hand side at the moment. And the ball is going to be whipped in eventually. It's a deep one. It's going to go out for a goal kick. It was Alex Dehemu who crossed it from the left-hand side, and it was never really reaching his man there, and it goes out for a goal kick. Heath Richardson gladly watches that go out. And again, we'll continue to keep you updated with scores, but no updates since I last mentioned them. Again, the 3 games in the Premier League at 3 o'clock, and the local games are called Leeds United and Bradford City on at the moment. Of course, they'll be ahead of this game due to a delayed kick-off, of course, here at the Horsefall Stadium. And it's going to be goalkeeper Heath Richardson on loan from Bradford City to take the goal kick. And Richardson gets ready and eventually does kick it forward. It's quite a high one. Longbottom's going to go for it. It's beaten in the air, though, on that occasion by Whitehead. And it's Richmond who challenges well in the middle of the park. And Shanks then wins it back as well. Whiting plays it forward again. Lewis Hay is coming back onto the field, and Park Avenue are playing with 11 men again. And that's going to be a throw-in in favour of Matlock Town this time, as much to the disappointment of Park Avenue players. Of course, playing against 10 men hasn't been easy for Park Avenue this season, but all of them scenarios they have faced have been away from home. So, of course, the Guiseley game, where it ended up being 9v9 by the end of the game back in August. There's only a few weeks, 3 times they've faced the situation of being against 10 men this season, and none of them times have came out on the winning side, but they have all been in away games. So, that obviously has been, and obviously in the Guiseley game, as I mentioned, it ended up with equal players on the field anyway, 9 versus 9, but in the games where they have had a man advantage by the end, Park Avenue, they've drew the game and lost the game so far. So it's not been a situation where they're particularly handled so far. But of course, Gianluca Vernon and Ollie Johnson will be hoping that can change in this game. They're 1-0 up at the moment, and that goal was scored when it was 11v11. And the ball is back with Mitch Lund, experienced centre-back. He goes out to the left to Whiting. Whiting plays it back and seeing Gianluca Vernon and Ollie Johnson on the touchline at the moment, and they'll be happy with what they've seen from the team so far. Both going forward in defensively as the ball's played over the top by Whiting, and Longbottom's going to chase that one. And as the ball goes in, it's going to be headed away. It's an awkward bouncing ball, and it was well controlled in the end as well from John Johnston, the skipper, on the edge of his own area, who calmly takes it away. And it's going to then play forward. It's had a foul there by Whiting. It was actually Margets who went down. The referee says no, but they've won the ball back though, Matlock, and this could be a chance for them to come forward. And Dunstan brings down his man, and that's going to be a free kick in favour of Matlock Town, just outside the centre circle. As Harry Wood, who was brought down on that occasion. And Dunstan doesn't really think it was a foul. He was certainly protesting his innocence to the referee. But no, the free kick was given in favour of the visitors. Of course, Matlock Town being one of the entertainers of the Northern Premier League this season. Came into this game 10th place in the division. Park Avenue came into it in 18th, but a victory for Park Avenue. Well, at the moment, they still remain 18th despite the victory, if it does stay like this, of course. And as for Matlock Town, looking at their position in the league, if the scoreline stayed like this, they would actually drop 1 place to 11th as the ball's gone in. It's going to be cleared away by Park Avenue. Labastide might get there first. He does get there. He goes down. And this could be a yellow card. No, the referee hasn't even given a free kick on that occasion. Well, it was Labastide who got there first. And it would have been a 2v2. He goes to take it beyond his man. That man was John Johnston. And he went down. The referee never gave anything. And now Matlock Town have a free kick on the far left-hand side. I certainly have to have a look at that one again from a Matlock Town point of view. But, well, if Labastide, if he kept hold of the ball, it was a 2-on-2 for Park Avenue from the halfway line onwards on that occasion, if he just kept it. But in the end, he went to go beyond his man, went down. The referee said no free kick. No free kick was given against skipper John Johnston. And again, this game was delayed. Only 25 minutes played at the Horsefall Stadium. It was still 1-0. To Bradford Park Avenue, an early goal scored by Miles Labastide, and what a goal it was. There's been a few more talking points in this game as well. We'll go through them in a moment, but we've got to deal with it. Park Avenue have got to deal with a free kick for the time being. On the far left-hand side, it's going to be an in-swinging right footer. And this corner could certainly be dangerous. They've got to be careful defending this one. It's going to be whipped in with that right foot. It's a dangerous one to the back post. It's headed forward, and is it going to drop it for a Matlock player? Eventually, it's going to be cleared away. Oh, and in the end, it wouldn't quite fall to Margets or the Haymu there in the area. It wouldn't quite fall to any of them, and Bradford Park Avenue defend it very well, though it's got to be said. Ball played down the line. Shanks tries to get there. He's up against Johnston, and in the end, he's won his side of throw-in well there. Connor Shanks is the best he could really do in that situation. And in the end, it was a dangerous delivery, and there's a couple of chances for a Matlock Town player to shoot from that free kick. But in the end, Park Avenue defended it really well and cleared it away. And Park Avenue have a throw-in with Lucas Dunstan. What an opportunity that could have been. But again, Park Avenue fair play for the defending. 26 minutes in, and Bradford Park Avenue lead 1. They're looking for their second consecutive win. And it's... second set to win at home, I should say, not in all competitions, just at home, not in general. But the ball's played forward, and it's going to be with Lund, and Lund plays it out to the left-hand side to Whiting. Whiting to Hay. Good control from him, and he keeps the ball as well. Hay, of course, playing with a headband for now, due to an injury picked up early in the game. Labastide plays one in. Not a bad delivery, but well headed away by Nathan Whitehead. And it's going to be with Shanks. Good ball out to the right to Labastide. Chance for him to cross maybe. On that left foot. Does cross it in. Long bottom goes for it and he can't quite reach it. And Doherty gets it on the left. Doherty going to try and go into the area. He's got options. Going to try and beat his man maybe. He does. He goes for goal and it's going to be cleared away. Went for an ambitious try in the end. Doherty other than crossing the ball in. And it was the Matlock Town defender who just cleared it away. I believe it was Nathan White who's standing in front of his goalkeeper. Had an easy enough task just to clear the ball away. And it still remains 1-0 to Park Avenue. And the ball is now in the Park Avenue defence as well from the resulting throw-in. And it's going to be with Labastide. And he plays it to Dunstan who takes it inside well. It's given it away though on that occasion. He hasn't given it away because London's failed him out on that occasion to get there. And the ball is with Hay. Hay playing centre midfield at the moment, of course. He'll have to go off a couple of times. Oh, that's another foul. And this time it's by John Johnston. And Luca Byrne has come onto the pitch with outrage there due to the foul. And, well, Johnston is yet to go in the referee's notebook, I will say. When he got away with a challenge a few moments ago when Labastide was running through. And on this occasion, it might be a nice. He's going to get away with it for the time being, I think. But certainly Gianluca Verme was not happy. He came onto the pitch from his own dugout complaining. And a few complaints going on from the skipper, John Johnston. It was a bit of a late challenge there. But either way, the referee's going to let that one slide. He's going to get away with a booking for the time being. And Park Avenue can take the free kick just inside their own half. It's going to be Jack Whiting to take it. John Johnston, 29 years old, former Guiseley, also played at Salford, Crewe and Chester, so certainly played in the at a level in his career. Ball headed through, and that's going to be cleared away there by Nathan Whitehead. It was flicked on well dealt with as well, though, in the end, and now it's Anthony Dwyer on the ball. He goes over the top, but no one quite there for Matlock Town. That's going to run through to Heath Richardson, who picks the ball up and just rolls it out to Mitch Lund. And on the ball now is Whiting. And Whiting goes back to Lund and then playing it between them. That's a good ball as well to Lancaster, who is playing centre-back at the moment, the number 6. Not always a centre-back, Lancaster, but he's filling in the role at the moment as Richmond has the ball now. Again, I'll give you some score updates from around the grounds in a moment. Most games will be approaching half-time now, it's worth noting. And Bradford City still 1-1 with Barrow as that one approaches half-time. In the first game of the Graham Alexander era, Leeds United lead 2-0 against Plymouth Argyle. But Park Avenue have the ball, so I'll cut off for a moment because Johnson plays it on the overlap. Good ball in. Oh, Labastide, my apologies, not Johnson, who plays ball as in by Dunstan. And the ball was straight into the arms of goalkeeper Saldini. It was a low cross, could have been dangerous, but it was too close to the goalkeeper on that occasion. And Saldini, with all his experience, comes out and claims the ball. Ball over the top towards Dwyer, but the flag, unsurprisingly on that occasion, goes up against Matlock Town. As Dwyer was trying to beat the offside trap, the number 11. Had a rather quiet game so far, Dwyer, but he's certainly another goal threat. One of many from Matlock Town. Ball over the top on that occasion, though, was caught offside in the Premier League as well. Arsenal lead Burnley by 8-0. Leandro Trossard scoring on the stroke of half-time for the Gunners. Manchester United 0, Luton Town 0 at Old Trafford so far. So that one is actually half-time. So Everton Park side, not in the best way at the moment, of course. 0-0 at the moment as the ball is now Richardson who plays it forward over the top. Not a bad ball either. And it's Labastide who goes for it, but Labastide has fouled this man on that occasion. 30 minutes played, a delayed kickoff, as I mentioned already, at the Horsefall Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. Goals scored in the opening 5 minutes by Miles Labastide, the number 7. And it was certainly a brilliant goal as well, as the ball is now played back to Lancaster, who goes back to his goalkeeper, Heath Richardson. And he now finds Mitch Lund, and Lund is going to take his time on this at the moment. He goes in field, and Park Avenue, so far so good as far as the first game for Gianluca Verme and Ollie Johnson in the dugout are concerned. They'll be very happy with what they've seen so far, that's for sure. As the ball is now played out to the left-hand side to Whiting, played forward as well to Hay, and this could be an opportunity. He comes forward, finds long bottom in behind, does he? Might be too much on that, and yeah, in the end there was a little bit too much heaviness on the pass from Hay through to long bottom. Here's one a corner though out of it. And this could be an opportunity for Park Avenue to get a dangerous one into the area. Situations like this is where they've got to make that man's advantage count. That's for sure. Again, though, it's 1-0. 1-0. The corner is about to come in a moment for Park Avenue. Taken on the near left-hand side. So where I'm sitting. Again, Park Avenue kicking towards the Cemetery Road end. The referee's seen something he's not too happy with right on the edge of the 18-yard box. That's been a bit of a feisty game so far, this one. And a little bit of between the players, but the referee is eventually going to let the corner be taken into the middle. And the ref whistle's blown, and the corner is going to be taken. And eventually there's a foul given in favour of Matlock Town, actually. Just as the corner was taken, and the Matlock Town fans shouting off behind the goal. And I'm not sure that's going to be the case, but a Matlock Town player is down inside the 18-yard box. I'm not quite sure what exactly it was for. I believe the man down, well, I'm not sure, quite sure the man might well be, might be Harry Wood who's down in the 18-yard box. Can't quite see from up here. Could even be Adam Yates, maybe. No, it's not it's not Harry Wood. And there is chance of off going on at the moment for the Matlock fans, but I don't think their wishes are going to be granted on this occasion, as Saldini is going to put the ball down eventually. The Matlock Town man is back to his feet and walks out the 18-yard box. Maybe felt a little bit one to the face. He's holding his face at the moment. Again, just to confirm, it was a delayed kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium. I don't mention that a lot, but if you are just joining me, you might be a bit confused of why we are still commentating at 8 minutes to 4. But then again, with the stoppage time rule these days, maybe not. even so. We only played 33.5 minutes anyway, and it's Bradford Park Avenue 1 and a 10-man Matlock Town 0. But Bradford Park Avenue did take the lead when it was 11v11. It's worth noting. Ball over the top now. It's not a bad one. Oh, and there's two Park Avenue players collide into each other there. And well, there's two players down, but I believe it might well have been Labbersteed and Lund there who went into each other. Certainly unintentional, of course, from both men, as balls, that's good defending, very good defending by Lund. He finds Longbottom. Longbottom turns inside his own half. Goes back to Lund, who's a bit further forward than he might like, and he's fouled on that occasion. And that time, it's John Johnston again, who's brought down his man, the number 7. I get the feeling he's a bit frustrated at the moment, John Johnston, because that's the 3rd or 4th foul he's committed in this game. His referee's going to give him another talking to, in fact. And the referee just maybe just giving him a bit more of one. This might be your last chance, but it's going to be Whiting who does take the free. And the linesman just told him to bring it back a little bit due to taking the ball a bit further forward than the linesman would have liked. And it is going to be Whiting to take the resulting free kick. Just over 10 minutes to go plus any added time at the end of the first half. Again, Park Avenue playing against 10 men. Hasn't always been a situation they've favoured this season. However, there's an opportunity to put that right, of course, as the ball's through, and it's going to drag around through to Heath Richardson, the goalkeeper. And it's going to find Lewis Hay in the middle of the park. Lewis Hay, of course, one of the most versatile players I've ever seen, to be honest. He plays anywhere along the field, and he's playing centre mid in this game. And despite an early head injury, where a bit of blood was pouring from his head, he has continued the game with his headband. As the ball's played out to Doherty, who controls it, but the flag is up against Brad Doherty, and that's going to be a throw-in in favour, no, a free kick, sorry, in favour of Matlock Town again. The table doesn't really change too much from a Park Avenue point of view with a result like this. It still would remain in 18th. However, of course, there are 2 wins and 2 at home it'd be, as Lund heads that one away, and it bounces back off the railings and back onto the field, but it will be a Matlock Town throw-in. It's going to be taken by George Wilkinson. And Wilkinson throws it forward, and that's controlled well. And then he gets it back, and Doherty closes him down. Does really well on that occasion, Doherty. And he shifts it out to the left. Not a bad ball to Labbersteed. It's a good header away on that occasion by Joe West. And Labbersteed lets that one run for a throw-in. Labbersteed scoring the goal in this game. A brilliant goal as well after 5 minutes. And his left foot let fly right into the top corner. What a strike that was. Gianluca Vernon and Ollie Johnson. We're very happy what they've seen from their team so far. Ollie Johnson, of course, is named on the bench, so he could be called upon, if necessary, in the game. As the ball is now with Lancaster. He's going to go back to the experienced Mitch Lund. Mitch Lund has gone into the referee's notebook. It is worth mentioning that the ball's down the line from Whiting. That's well defended by Wilkinson. He's charged down there by Doherty, and Doherty working tirelessly as usual. And DeHamu, who I've probably mentioned for a little while, does well there to play the ball back to his centre-back. And they're trying to beat the press at the moment. Ball forward, though, to Dwyer. It's going to go out of play, and that will be a Park Avenue throw-in. Dwyer unable to control the ball forward, the number 11. Not been very involved in the game so far. Neither so as Jonathan Margetts, but I don't want to speak too soon. A player with 24 goals in all competitions. I certainly can't count him out of this game, even with his sides having a goal and a man disadvantage. As the ball is with Hay, and Hay spreads one to the right. Good ball to a Dunstan. And a Dunstan finds Richmond. And the ball is just in possession of Park Avenue. I'm sure Gianluca and Ollie Johnson will be delighted with what they've seen from the team so far as Hay spreads one to the left this time. That's a really good ball. Right. Lots of room on this occasion for Whiting. He goes forward to Doherty. Heavy touch from Doherty though. Can he keep it alive? He can. Longbottom gets there and he can't quite get the connection on it he wanted. That's going to go out for a corner. It was good defending in the end. Longbottom ran to that near post. Got the shot away, but in the end he was beaten to it by the Matlock Town centre-back. He puts it behind for a corner. 37.5 minutes into this delayed kick-off at the Horsfall Stadium. Just seeing Gianluca Vernati in front of me as well, giving instructions to his team as the ball's back with Hay on the edge of the area, and it's going to be taken on by Labastide. It's good defending on that occasion though, and now it's with De Hay goes to clear it away, does well, finds Morgan. This could be an opportunity for Matlock actually. Dwyer has it. On this could be a counter-attack opportunity for the number 11. Dwyer on the right-hand side. He goes forward. Ball in. Man goes down. And the referee says no penalty. It was Jonathan Margetts who went down in the area. And it was actually Jack Whiting, I believe, who was challenging with him. The referee in the end says nothing doing. He was quite close to it. The referee had a great view of it. It's a bit of a coming together. And in the end, the referee decides nothing given. I feel sorry for the referee at the moment. Callum Jones, not been an easy game to referee this one. And that's another big decision in the game. Got to say, it happened very fast, and it's a difficult one to judge, maybe. But, well, Jack Whiting didn't seem very impressed at all, judging by his body language and his reaction. But either way, it is nothing was given at the end of the day, and Park Avenue get on with it and get us back underway. And it's a Dunstan on the ball now, and a Dunstan comes inside. It's Lewis Hay on the ball now inside the centre circle. He goes out to the left. It's a ball out to Whiting who controls it. And this ball's going to be played with Doherty. Doherty with a nice turn, despite, of course, the red card. There was no change made by Matlock Town during that red card as Lewis Hay once again plays the ball out to the wing, and this time it's Miles Labastide who has it. And he does well. Gets beyond his man. Good run from Labastide, actually, into a good position. Goes on Labastide. Goes down. And the referee again says no penalty on that. And there's another challenge coming in. And this could be a chance to shoot. It is. And it's a little bit of a wild effort in the end, in truth. It was a chance on the edge of the area. I'm not quite sure who it felt. It might have been Simon Richmond who took the shot on. Another penalty appeal in the game. Another penalty not given. Labastide with very good pace there to get to the byline. Cut inside. Went down in the area. And the referee didn't seem interested. And even in the Matlock Town fans, they didn't seem interested at all either. So play resumes, I guess. And Matlock Town play it forward. And that one's going to be dealt with on that occasion, though, by Lancaster. Again, Labastide again scored a brilliant goal in the game and nearly won his side a penalty there. He did go down, but just like Matlock Town had one turned down a moment ago, the referee has turned down a penalty for each team in the last few moments. And it remains Bradford Park Avenue 1, Matlock Town 0. 40 minutes played. Of course, this is the first game of the Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson era. Of course, and ball's headed away out for a throw-in. Not sure how long the era is going to last, of course, but a win certainly won't do any harm to the team today. Bradford Park Avenue would remain 18th with a win as things stand, but either way, two wins out of 3 in the Northern Premier League it would be. And it's balls now with Hay. Good ball forward to Doherty. Nice touch on from him as well. This could be a chance to come forward for Whiting. He's charged down well by De Hay. And in the end, they might have to play it back. And it is back with Lewis Hay. What a game he's had so far, the number 4. Despite the early head injury that he picked up, he's come back on the field and being one of the best players. It is 11v10. It's worth noting a red card was picked up for Matlock Town during the game. So the ball's forward from Hay, and Longbottom's going to chase it, but the flag goes up anyway. And that's going to be a free kick in favour of Matlock Town. And get some half-time score updates. The Premier League still, as we stated, Arsenal 1, Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 1, Everton 1. As for Leeds United, they're 2-0 up against Plymouth Argyle. and Bradford City 1-1 at half-time with Barrow in the first game of the Graham Alexander era. As the ball's down the line, it's towards Jonathan Margetts, but that one's already gone out of play, and that will be a throw into Park Avenue as Luke has given some instructions to Brad Doherty, I should say, on that just out there. As throw-in is going to be taken by the left-back for the day, Jack Whiting. Again, Park Avenue do have options on the bench. We are closing in on that half-time whistle. 3 minutes plus any additional time there might be. I do imagine there will be a little bit of additional time as the ball's played forward. Oh, and it's from a bit of miscontrol maybe. And in the end, it's Saldini who clears it away, the goalkeeper. He was well positioned, the goalkeeper. Longbottom nearly trying to pounce on the error. As a bouncing ball is going to be cleared away by Adam Yates, and that's well controlled by Hay. And Hay plays it out to the right-hand side to a Dunstan inside his own half. And Dunstan finds Labastide. When he's been involved in the game, Labastide has certainly been one of Park Avenue's danger men in the game, provided a moment of quality for the goal, and he's had moments of quality in the game every time he's had the ball, it feels like, as the ball's back with Lund. And Lund finds Whiting and goes back to Lund again. Again, Gianluca and Ollie Johnson must be delighted with what they've seen from the team so far, as Hay has possession. Again, Matlock Town in the playoffs each of the last 2 seasons in this division. These two teams haven't actually met for 12 years, so a long time since the two teams played. As Doherty gets the ball now, though, and Doherty goes to control Longbottom. It comes off Longbottom, though, and in the end they can clear Matlock Town, and it's going to be cleared away by Dehemu, and it's played forward towards Jonathan Margetts, and again, Margetts, despite his amazing goal-scoring record this season, he's been rather quiet in this game. That's kind of understandable, considering his team do have 10 men. He has been feeding off scraps, the number 10, in truth. And the ball is out to Whiting on this near left-hand side. He goes inside to Hay. I'd love to see Hay's touch map at the end of this half. He's certainly had a lot of the ball so far. As the ball is now with the number 10, Shanks. He goes out to Labastide, and Labastide has the ball. And he just keeps it for the time being. Finds Hay in the centre circle. He's been allowed a lot of the ball so far, as Whiting now has it. Another player who's seen plenty of the ball as well. And the ball is played in field. It's going to be Labastide who controls, takes it on, maybe to go for a goal. He runs forward still, goes down. The referee doesn't give anything, and then the ball forward is cleared. He's lost control of the ball in the end there. Labastide, every time he's had the ball, though, he's looked like he can certainly cause a threat. The ball's now with Whiting. He gets the ball back from Richmond. Park Avenue with a nice passage of play. Longbottom then lays it off. Really good 1-2 between him and Shanks, but in the end, Shanks' return ball to Longbottom, which would have maybe put him through on goal, is blocked out by the defender. And again, Park Avenue go to win the ball back. Longbottom goes to get there. Is he fouled? The referee says no. And, well, I'm surprised at that one. It was Nathan Whitehead who came through Longbottom, and it seemed quite a challenge, that one. But the referee, again, trying to let things flow. And got the feeling since the red card, he's really trying to get hold of this game, the referee, and allow as much to go as he possibly can. As they win the ball back again, Matlock Town. It's Anthony Dwyer who wins it back. And he goes back to Nathan Whitehead. Again, Longbottom, the number 9 for Park Avenue. Top scorer for the club this season as well. He's got involved in the game when he can so far. As the ball's played over the top, it's a good ball as well towards Margetts. Margetts plays one into Dwyer. This could be an opportunity for the visitors. Oh, and the eventual shot comes in from Alex Dehemu. He never really got hold of it on the edge of the area. He just never really got the ball really going. And well, added time. Not quite sure what the added time number was there, but the ref has just put his board up. The board has gone up for added time. Again, sorry, I did actually miss how much added time there was looking at the chance for Matlock Town. And the ball's played forward, and it's going to be controlled by Dunstan, and Labastide can't get there, and it's going to be cleared away. Yeah, but either way, it's Park Avenue on the ball now, and it's Hay who plays it forward to Doherty. Doherty. Yeah, there's 3 added minutes just to confirm. My apologies there for missing that one due to focusing on the opportunity for Matlock Town. But either way, Hay has controlled the ball out from the goalkeeper. And Hay just slows the game down to walking pace for the time being. Big half-time team talk for both managers, of course. Matlock Town, not a scenario they'd have wanted to face travelling to the Horsfall Stadium in this game. Of course, they arrived late due to the traffic. And unfortunately for them, it's now playing with 10 men, of course. A situation always difficult to handle if you are Matlock Town. But either way, Park Avenue have got to try and make the most of a man and a goal advantage. Doherty, nice turn from him though. Doherty runs forward. A chance to go on. Doherty still going. Chance to maybe shoot. He does shoot. It's blocked. It falls to Labbersteed. Labbersteed with a chance. And Labbersteed makes it 2. And Bradford Park Avenue have a second right on the stroke of half time. Miles Labbersteed with his second goal of the game. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 0. And that's exactly what Gianluca and Ollie Johnson would have wanted. It is 2-0. It was Doherty with a very good run forward. His eventual shot was blocked. It then fell to Labbersteed. One touch out of his feet. Brilliant finish to make it 2-0. Goalkeeper no chance again. Labbersteed has been electric at times in this first half. He had the second of the half. One at the start, one at the end of the half. And Bradford Park Avenue lead 2-0. Scoring in first half added time. And what a time to score that is for them. I mentioned it'll be a big half-time team talk for both managers. That team talk for Matlock Town has got even more important now, as the restart from Matlock Town is going to have to be taken again due to players running into their own half a little bit quickly. It is taken now. And what a time to score that is for Bradford Park Avenue. They lead 2-0 against Matlock Town again. Matlock Town, one of the most entertaining teams in the division. And they're 2-0 down at the moment to Bradford Park Avenue. And what a finish it was from Labbersteed, his second goal of the game. 2 excellent finishes from the number 7 Northern Premier League fixture. Of course, we're a bit late to kick off, of course, in the game, but either way, it's ball over by Hay this time. Doherty chases that one, and it's well defended. Headed back to his own goalkeeper by George Wilkinson, with Brad Doherty breathing down his neck. And the number 9, De Haymu, controls it. Ball played forward. Mark goes to get there. Well beaten in the air, though, by Lund. And ball appeal on that occasion. The referee not going to give it. The half-time whistle, though, is coming very soon. And what a half it's been for Bradford Park Avenue. The first game of Gianluca Vernon and Ollie Johnson in charge. 2-0 at the moment. And it's both goals scored by number 7, Miles Labbersteed. 2 very good goals. And the referee blows the half-time whistle. And that is the end of the first half at the Horsefall Stadium. A delayed kick-off by 20 minutes. But Bradford Park Avenue lead 2-0. The first goal of the game came after, in the opening 5 minutes, in fact. It was a really good finish by Labbersteed, who took the ball inside, got a shot on away on his left foot, and it nestled into the top corner. A brilliant finish from him, but then Matlock Town's problems got even more, as Finley Armand was shown a straight red card for a foul, for a professional foul, on, I believe it was on Mitch Lund. By Mitch Lund it was on. And then it's right on the stroke of half-time. Bradford Park Avenue made it 2-0 when a second goal of the game was scored by Miles Labbersteed. It was a really good run forward by Matt Doherty. Brad Doherty, my apologies again. And the shot was blocked. It then fell to Labbersteed in the area. He got the ball out of his feet. A brilliant finish into the net for 2-0. Half-time score at the Horsefall Stadium in this Northern Premier League encounter. Bradford Park Avenue 2, a 10-man Matlock Town 0. And we will see you in 15 minutes.
Hello?
They're just going to hear that now.
Yeah, my mate's that for
So, hello there everyone, and welcome back to the Horsefall Community Stadium for this Northern Premier League encounter between Bradford Park Avenue and Matlock Town. And just to remind you, the score is Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 0. 2 goals in the first half, both scored by Miles Labbersteed. And that was sandwiched between that was a red card for Matlock Town's Finley Armand in the opening 15 minutes of the game. But what a 2 goals it was by Labbersteed as well. Just to confirm as well, in terms of the form coming this game, Matlock Town have won their last 3 games without conceding a goal. So they were in terrific form. However, the last 2 away games in this division, they have conceded a combined 10 goals. So again, that's kind of summed up Matlock's season in a way. Very good going forward. Very good, however, defensively, obviously, they have had their problems as well. However, this is a very good result so far for Park Avenue, it must be said. And again, I will keep you updated with the scores around the ground. Matlock Town have already made their entrance back onto the field. The 10 men at Matlock Town, they are making a change as well. I believe Matlock Town any moment. So I'll just give you confirmation on that. Seems to be number 18 who's going to be coming on to the field, and there's no number 18 on my team sheet, so I will get confirmation who that is. But either way, Bradford Park Avenue leads it, and the Bradford Park Avenue players have now made their way out on to the field. Again, I will give you score updates from around the ground due to our late kick-off at the Horsefall Stadium. Games will be further ahead than a lot of games I'm saying will be further ahead than the one we're doing. It is still Bradford City 1. Barrow won the first game, of course, with Graham Alexander in charge of the Bantams at Valley Parade. So coming off, by the way, we'll give you confirmation of the substitution for Matlock Town is number 9, Alex DeHayman, is going to be the man coming off. I'm just going to get confirmation on who is coming on in a moment. There is no number 18 on my team sheet, as I mentioned, so we'll have to get confirmation on who it is. Well, it is Alex DeHayman, one of the players who had, well, the player, I should say, for Matlock Town, who's made way. And we will get confirmation of the change in a moment. And, well, the change has now been made. And, again, I still don't actually know who it is. But, again, we'll just have to play it by ear because we will eventually get confirmation due to it not being on my team sheet. However, I'll give you more score updates from around the ground. Leeds United is still 2-0 up against Plymouth Argyle with an hour played in the Premier League. Arsenal lead Burnley by 2-1 now. Goals from Leandro Trossard and William Saliba. And just to let you know, it's Eon Evans, the man who has come on for Matlock Town to get confirmation. He was number 17 on my sheet, but he's actually number 18. He's actually come onto the field for Matlock Town. And, yeah, William Saliba with the goal for Arsenal to put them to Manchester United lead 1-0 against Luton Town as well. Victor Lindelof with a goal. But we've kicked off for the second half at the Horsefall Stadium. And it is Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 0 again. Matlock Town came into this game 3 straight wins. 0 goals conceded. However, they have let in 10 in their last 2 away games in the Northern Premier League. As for Bradford Park Avenue, they're looking to back-to-back home wins for the first time since August. And the ball played forward. It's going to be cleared away well on that occasion by Nathan Whitehead. In that case, it's a 10-man Matlock Town who have the ball. That's well defended by Dunstan on that occasion. Bradford Park Avenue kicking towards the Park Road end in the second half. And that's a poor ball, though, from the number 4, Nathan Whitehead, played straight out of play. And that will be a throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue. 2 goals in the first half, scored by Miles Labbersteed, both early and late in the game. 2 wonderful goals, got to be said as well, as Longbottom controls to Labbersteed. The man of the moment so far. Played over the top towards Longbottom. That's good defending on that occasion, though, by George Wilkinson. And that is going to be a throw-in to Matlock Town because Longbottom failed to get there. Again, I will continue to give you score updates, as I mentioned, from around the grounds. But we'll focus on this game, of course, more than anything, as the ball's headed forward by Richmond, and that one's going to be headed away. Hay has the ball and controls it well. Good play from him. And again, Miles Labbersteed has not always been favoured in the team this season, Labbersteed, but he got his chance in this game, and my God, he's taken it with them 2 first-half goals. Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson will be delighted with what they've seen from everyone out there in the Park Avenue shirt so far. And they're 2-0 up at the moment against Matlock Town, of course. Playoffs in the last 2 seasons. And they've been in this division now since the 2003-04 season. So 20 years for Matlock Town in the Northern Premier League. They've certainly had a few playoff campaigns, but never quite managed to get out of the division as they come forward now. And it's going to be well defended, though, by Whiting. Very well defended. It's now with Shanks. Good play from him. And here's Lewis Hay playing with the headband. And he goes back to his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper, of course, is now Heath Richardson on loan from Bradford City. As the ball's played forward, that one's well headed away. Actually looks like for the time being, it's going to George Wilkinson has come over to left back. The number 2 played right back in the first half. Ball is once again back with Richardson. He plays it forward towards Doherty. It's going to be headed away, though, again, for Park Avenue. Now it's all about game management versus the 10 men of Matlock Town. Of course, kick-off was delayed for 20 minutes, as it is, of course, due to the Matlock Town team bus arriving late due to traffic. And Matlock Town, of course, got a long way to come back into this game. 2 goals down and a man down, of course. So a long way back for the visitors, but they certainly have quality going forward. And none more so than Jonathan Margetts, of course, with 24 goals in all competitions. 19 in the league, the top scorer in the Northern Premier League. They've won the ball back here, though. This could be an opportunity. It's Dwyer. It's a great block. What a piece of defending that is in the end from Will Lancaster. They won the ball back really well, Matlock Town, high up the field. If they're going to get back in the game, they need to be taking chances like that. The ball was won back on the right-hand side. The shot came in from Anthony Dwyer. Excellent defending from Lancaster, who stood tall to block the shot. And Miles Labastide has gone down in his own half. At the moment, he's like sitting down on the floor. He's slumped to the floor. There's a man coming on as well. Looks like it's going to be Harry Colville, who comes onto the field in a moment as well for Bradford Park Avenue. It might actually be for Miles Labastide, who was still down on the floor. This would be such a big blow, considering, of course, this game he's had today. 2 goals for Labastide. 2 very well taken first half goals, but it looks like the change is going to happen. Miles Labastide will be withdrawn, and it will be Harry Colville who comes on. A big blow for Labastide, considering, of course, he's got the 2 goals today. 2 brilliant goals as well to kickstart his season. He's going to be leaving the field early, unfortunately, but hopefully the injury is nothing too serious. He's not even lasted 5 minutes in this second half. Makes me wonder, was it maybe something that was bothering him in the first half? Well, if there was, he certainly wasn't showing it, especially with the goal he scored at the end of the half. Well, he has come off. I think he's holding that the groin area, so end of the day for Miles Labastide. Has had a few injury problems, Labastide, as well. So hopefully he's okay. As the ball is going to be kicked out of the goalkeeper's hands on that occasion. It's going to be headed out there by Lund. It was kicked forward by Saldini, because the 40-year-old goalkeeper. But they have had that chance a moment ago, Matlock Town, which does prove they're not out of this game, despite being 2 goals and a man down. It fell to Anthony Dwight. It's a good chance for him. It's an excellent piece of defending by Will Lancaster, who stood tall to make the block. Not a natural centre-back, don't forget, as the ball is now on the right-hand side. It's crossed in by Margetts. It's going to be cleared away, and Lewis Hay can come away with it. The ricochet falls well to him. Oh, and Hay's ball in the end, though, wasn't quite on point. In fact, actually found his man, Harry Colville. Not sure how that ball managed to find a Park Avenue player. And there's a chance here for... It's a ball by Shanks. It's blocked. It's Colville. Oh, he doesn't get hold of it. Edge of the area. Volley comes in. Oh, and in Richmond doesn't get hold of it either. His volley couldn't quite keep it down. It's over the bar. I'm not quite sure how that ball from Lewis Hay managed to reach Harry Colville. He played one in. It was actually Shanks, eventually played one in. It was cleared away. Couple of opportunities for Park Avenue to shoot, and in the end, neither shot was able to trouble the goalkeeper Saldini. First one was blocked, and the second one was harmlessly over the bar. It was a difficult strike, in fairness, for Richmond. Difficult technique to execute. As the ball is played upfield, it's going to be headed away. As well, it's flicked on long bottom, lovely touch. This is a chance for Shanks, lovely turn from him. Shanks on the edge of the area, shoot, it's blocked. Long bottom tries to get there, it's going to be cleared away. Park Avenue really coming forward at the moment. Despite the Miles Labastide withdrawal, they're still coming forward with some intent. Long bottom couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet on that occasion. The ball's with Colville on the right. He's made an immediate impact, Colville. Dunstan has it now. Richmond goes to get there, he gets there ahead of Dwyer. It's Lewis Hay. Long way out, he's going to play it wide instead. And is there a shot going to come in eventually? It's played through to Richmond. He gets a touch on it. Might fall to long bottom. It does. He plays one in. It's blocked. It's Richmond. Oh, he can't get it out. Is that handball? Referee says no. No handball. I don't think it was, in fairness to the referee. I do think it did hit the Matlock Town defender on the chest. But again, Park Avenue makes something out of nothing on that occasion. Ball was through to long bottom. Looked like he was chasing a lost cause. He keeps it in. Plays it across. I think the goalkeeper Saldini might have got a touch on the cross back in, but it falls to Richmond. He goes to shoot. In the end, it doesn't really drop for him, and it's a good piece of defending, it's got to be said, by the Matlock Town defender. But Park Avenue are coming forward at the moment, looking like they can score every time, but they've given the ball away on that occasion. Doherty's back heel goes out of play. Well, that was a real opportunity for Park Avenue once again to make it 3-0. Imagine a third goal would really maybe put this game to bed at this stage. Not going to say too much, of course, but we're only 7.5 minutes into the second half. And it is Bradford Park Avenue who lead by 2-0. Both goals coming in the first half by Miles Labastide. Matlock Town, of course, are also playing with 10 men. It's worth noting as well, ball forward. Colville goes to keep it in. He can't quite get his head to it, though. And that goes out of play. Well, I imagine that George Wilkinson was brought across to left back in the second half to deal with the threat of Miles Labastide. Labastide was withdrew injury early in the second half due to injury. And now he's got to deal with a much different Harry Colville. So a bit of a different challenge altogether for the number 2 fullback, George Wilkinson. Either way, Park Avenue lead by 2-0, and in typical British weather, the game's gone from being sunny at the beginning to dark now. However, we are in the cold winter nights in November, so we can't be surprised about that. As the ball's headed away by headed away from Longbottom, I should say, and the ball drops to West, and ball is played forward. It's like West has now gone to the left wing, actually. So ball's played through to the number 7, John Johnson. Can he keep it alive? He can. Just near the corner flag. Goes to get a cross in. Does not a bad one. That's a good piece of defending, actually, by Heath Richardson. Wasn't an easy ball to deal with, and he got the ball out of his feet well, Johnston. Got a cross in. It was a dangerous one, but Richardson keeping hold of the ball well on that occasion. He's not had loads to do today, Heath Richardson, but what he has had to do, he's done quite well. 2 hands on the ball at every occasion. Not spilt anything. So the ball's now with Lewis Hay in the centre circle. He's had a very good game, the number 4. So impressed every time I watch Lewis Hay play at the moment. So versatile, always does a brilliant job for the team. So the ball's with Dunstan. And Dunstan goes back to Lancaster, who goes across to Mitch Lund. Lund was booked in the first half. He was on the receiving end of the foul from Finlay Armand, who of course did get him a red card. We'll also note, by the way, as well, which something that I never actually noticed in the first half, the actual manager, Martin Carruthers, did actually get sent off fully for Matlock Town. I thought he was just sent away temporarily behind the fence, but he actually got a full-on red card. I've just received confirmation of, actually. So that's something that, again, wasn't really mentioned. The ball back, and that's a chase, but it's going to be played back to his own goalkeeper by the number 6, Will Lancaster. He was been closed down by Dwyer. Ball headed forward to Margetts, who heads it on to Dwyer. Nice return as well to Margetts in the area. This could be danger, Park Avenue. Good ball through. Cross comes in by West. It's a cross and it's a goal. And Matlock Town have one back. And this has now made the game very interesting. The visitors have got one back. It was scrambled in. I believe the goal has been scored by John Johnston. I will give you confirmation of that, though. He runs back to the halfway line, puts the ball down. It is John Johnston with the goal. I'm not sure it was an own goal or not either. Well, I believe the captain, John Johnston, bundles the ball over the line. 55 minutes in, and Matlock Town have half the deficit. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 1. And a second half that was going quite smoothly up until this point for Park Avenue. They've now got work to do. Again, they've had troubles playing against 10 men this season so far, Park Avenue. And this could be another example. 2-0 up. They've let the deficit half. John Johnston's goal, it was a really good ball in by Joe West, who played a really good ball across the 6-yard box. And John Johnston, the skipper, providing the inspiration to tap the ball into the net. I'm not sure if it was an own goal or not, but I'm pretty sure the credit will go. It will actually go to Johnston either way. And it is 2-1. And that now gives Matlock Town, they've got plenty of time in this game. We're only 11 minutes into the second half, due to the late kick-off time, of course. As the ball's going to be played in by Park Avenue this time. And again, for Park Avenue, it's a case of getting another goal at this point of the game. And the ball is now with Richmond. He goes back to a Dunstan. Well, a man down, a goal down, 2 goals down, a man down. It was all looking bad for Matlock, but they're making a fight of it. And that's a good challenge on the edge of the area. Oh, and a bit of afters maybe there as well. It was Connor Shanks who went down. Ball comes in towards Longbottom. That one is well caught, though, by Saldini, and Deeney plays it away. And this could be more danger. They've got to be careful here as Dwyer goes to get in behind. It's good defending, though, on that occasion by Lund. The fact it's an offside anyway against Dwyer, so it wouldn't have mattered even if he got on the end of it. But that's a threat in behind, and Park Avenue can't afford to get too carried away. It's all about game management now for the home side. 2-0 up, a man up. But they've let the deficit half. It's a very good piece of quality, though, from Joe West on that left-hand side. Brilliant ball in, and it was tapped in by John Johnston for a goal back. Despite the best efforts of the Park Avenue defence to keep it out. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 1. They've had their troubles on the road recently, Matlock Town, and they try and come forward again, but Dwyer gets too much on his pass through. You can see how frustrated he was with himself there as well. And again, I will give you some score updates in a moment, but there's a lot going on in this game at the moment, so we can't turn our attention away from this one. As the ball is now with the centre-back Lancaster. I say centre-back, he's not normally a centre-back, but he's playing there today, and he's played very well up to this point. As the ball goes forward, it's given away, though. Matlock Town win it back. And this is a chance for Margetts, maybe. Margetts comes forward, goes down. It's a foul right on the edge of the area. And this is in trouble here. It's Lund who's already been booked. And this could be trouble for Park Avenue. I don't think the referee's going to reach for another card. But it was a foul right on the edge of the area on Margetts. Oh, no. And it looks like it is going to... Is it going to be another card? It looks like it is going to be another card. And it might be the end. I've not seen the card be dished out, though. Oh, no, in fact, I believe it is a red card. It is a red, because I'm just getting confirmation, but I believe Mitch Lund has been sent off. For my knowledge, he's going to go off the field. And this is danger, of course, now. Park Avenue, they've now half the deficit, Matlock Town, and also, yeah, it's a red card for Mitch Lund, and I've got to say, it was a foul that it looked like the referee could give a yellow for. Never thought he was going to at first, the referee. But in the end it is, and Mitch Lund's day is over. And it is now a dangerous free kick as well for Matlock Town. A huge blow for Bradford Park Avenue. A half that was a game that was going so smoothly for them. And it's turned into a difficult afternoon, maybe. 10 versus 10 now. At the Horsefall Stadium, Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town, the current scoreline. Miles Laversteed has gone off as well due to an injury. They managed to score 2 goals in the first half, so problems. And they've got a dangerous free kick here, a very dangerous one on the hour mark, Matlock Town. Dwyer is one of the players over at Anthony Dwyer. And this could be danger. As far as Park Avenue are concerned, there's a long time to go in this game as well. It's an even playing field now. As it's going to be Dwyer, I believe, to take it. There's a couple of Matlock Town players over the ball, actually. It's right outside the penalty area. It's Dwyer, it is. It's Dwyer, it's low, it's a poor one. It's blocked by the wall. He never really got hold of that at all. That's given away cheaply as well. And this could be a chance to come forward Park Avenue. It's Doherty who runs forward. He carries on going. Oh, and he's pulled down. And that's going to be a yellow card as well for Anthony Dwyer. Maybe frustrated with his earlier free kick, which he blasted into the He just struck into the wall. And on that occasion, I'm not sure how much intent was there from Dwyer, but Doherty was going through, and he's pulled down from him, and that is a yellow card for the number 11. And immediately, again, the Park Avenue player surrounded the referee, asking for maybe a bit more. But the yellow card is given, and that's the referee's final decision. Just over an hour played. It's now 2-1, 10 versus 10. A dramatic game at the Horsefall Stadium so far. The first game Park Avenue have played without Mark Barron in charge since October 2019. Of course, it's been a big part of the club since since 2016. Sorry, obviously only just for a short spell out for Bow, but he's obviously this game the first without him for a while. It's been a very entertaining one at the Horsefall Stadium so far. It's got to be said. 2-1 up though, Park Avenue. Miles Laversteed with 2 goals in the first half. But the second half, the deficit was halved from John Johnston's goal 10 minutes into it. And then a second yellow card for Mitch Lund means he's been sent off. And now Park Avenue have a dangerous free kick. It's going to be taken by Longbottom. Eventually it's going to be taken. It's, I believe it might be, he's over the ball there. It's going to be played. It's Shanks who plays one into the back post. And it's going to be a corner. I believe they were appealing for, was that handball maybe they're appealing for there? It's going to be a corner that's given. I think that would have been a very harsh handball with how close to the player it was. Either way, though, it is a corner for Park Avenue. And again, they've certainly got work to do, the home side. 2-1 up. It is 10 versus 10 now. A game that was going so well for Park Avenue. But again, there's certainly work to do at this point. A corner is going to come in, though, and this could be a dangerous one. Going to be whipped in from the far right-hand side. Park Avenue kicking towards the Park Road end. It's to the back post towards Colville. He won't reach it. Can he keep it alive, though? He can keep it alive, just about. And he finds Doherty. Doherty, the number 11 on the right, goes to cross the ball in. He's well challenged, though, and that will be cleared away as well. It's well controlled. It's very good defending, and Dunston's done really well there. Actually, Dunston carries on going. Dunston into a good position. He's in the penalty area. In fact, Dunston carries on. He plays one in. Oh, it's a really good ball, but no one attacking the ball for Park Avenue. It's to the far post as well. It's going to be with Shanks, and Park Avenue keep the ball for the time. It's all they've got to do at this stage, Park Avenue. Try and keep the ball. Try and keep it as tight as possible. Again, the late kickoff means we are only 62.5 minutes into this game, so plenty of time to go in what's been a very entertaining game at the Horsefall Stadium so far. Ball over the top. It's towards Longbottom. It's going to be headed behind for a corner. George Wilkinson took no chances there, didn't know who was behind him, and in the end he puts it behind for a corner and a chance maybe for Park Avenue to bring some bodies forward again. Again, Gianluca Vernon, Ollie Johnson's first game in the dugout, and it's going to be some game for them to manage now with obviously 10 versus 10. They all lead in the game 2-1. They had a 2-0 lead in the game. Park Avenue looking for back-to-back home wins as the ball played in. It's on a bad one. It's straight into the goalkeeper's arms in the end, though. Saldini. Aldini clears it, and there could be an opportunity. And is the goalkeeper going to get there first? Oh, and there's a man who goes down, and the referee doesn't give anything. It was actually Whiting who went down. It was actually Margetts and Whiting with a bit of a coming together. And in the end, the goalkeeper, Richardson, was well positioned to clear the ball away, but that was a bit dangerous, actually. A bit dangerous from a Park Avenue point of view. Ball over the top now towards Dwyer. And it's Hay now who has it for Park Avenue. Inside his own half, he's looking for his options. He goes forward. It's a good ball to Longbottom. And Longbottom now have a chance to lay it off. He does lay it off. It's Shanks in a good position now. Into the area. Gets the shot away. It's blocked. And in the end, it's Matlock Town can now clear it away. And now this game feels like it's going to be end-to-end. But Park Avenue right now are doing well as Hay wins it back again. Very good performance so far from Lewis Hay. There's a ball now with Doherty. Doherty in good position. The ball's now with Shanks on the edge there. It goes for goal, and again the shot's blocked. Second shot in a moment. He's had chance has been blocked. And the ball comes forward. Dwyer chases. This is where Dwyer could really use his pace, but Richardson comes in a good position to clear the ball away. Does really well there, the goalkeeper. And now Lewis Hay controls it in the middle of the park. And right now it just feels like it is just going to be counter-attack versus counter-attack at the moment. 65 minutes in. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 1. Both players playing with 10 men. First half red card, a straight red card for Finlay Armand, and 2 yellow cards for Mitch London. The game inning, he's also been sent off. And there's that going to be a foul? No, it's not going to be a foul. It was Park Avenue. It was actually it was Ian Evans who went down. Not going to be a foul given though. And there's maybe going to be a change coming. There is going to be a change coming, and it's coming for Matlock Town. And we'll have a get confirmation of who it is in a moment. It's going to be, it looks like, Carl Demmead who comes on. 4 goals this season so far for him. Second top scorer behind the runaway leader in that regard. Margetts, Jonathan Margetts, who's only the 20 goals ahead of him, but either so. Yeah, he's going to replace Anthony Dwyer as the man coming off, which I'm quite surprised about due to the counter-attacking style they've kind of implemented in this second half. Matlock Town, but either way, a bit of a change up there from the away manager. Of course, the away manager is Caruth has actually been sent off in the first half, but either way, I'm sure he'll still be giving instructions to his staff as a throw-in is going to be taken. It's eventually on the Brad Doherty who goes to back heel it, and and this could be an opportunity. It's turned, it's in the edge of the air. Doherty has it, gets to get the ball out of his feet. He can't quite get the ball out of his feet, and eventually it's going to be cleared, and the ball hits the referee actually, and that's going to stop play, of course. Referee unintentionally in the way. And with that stoppage, I can run you through some more scores that are going on around the grounds actually. Arsenal now lead Burnley 3-1. Alexander Zinchenko with another goal there. Manchester United 1, Luton Town 0 as well remains a score. And Bradford City are still 1-1 with Barrow. That's just over 10 minutes to go. And Leeds United lead 2-0 against Plymouth Argyle. Either way, they will stick with this very entertaining game at the Horsefall Stadium, which is 2-1 to Bradford Park Avenue, but it is 10 players versus 10. As the ball is now with Wilkinson. He plays it back to his defender, and then the goalkeeper, Saldini, plays it out. And Park Avenue just got to try and keep their shape now and try and manage this game well again, playing against 10 men. hasn't been a favourable thing for them this season, but they've also got 10 men themselves now as well. So we are on a level playing field out on the field. A second yellow card picked up during the second half for Mitch Lund as the ball's played over the top. It's a really good one. This could be a chance to come forward. Hay, who's filling in at left back for the time being. He's beaten by Johnson. It's a good ball. It's going to go out for a corner. And that's danger for Park Avenue. It was Johnston's ball in for the right-hand side. And in the end, it hits a Park Avenue man and goes out for a corner. They've taken it quickly. They've whipped it in. It's well cleared away, though. In the end, it was a good piece of defending, actually, at the back post. I believe that piece of defending was by Will Lancaster. A fine game, Lancaster at the back. Good defending on that occasion. We're actually at the three-quarter point of the second half. And I've got to feel it's not the end of the... maybe not the end of the score, but the end of the entertainment, at least, in this game. So the ball's on the right-hand side with Johnston. Can he try and get one in? He's blocked. And that's going to be a throw-in for Matlock Town. Visitors again. Come forward, it's thrown into the middle, though, and this could be an opportunity. Oh, and in the end, it actually kind of bounced off. Substitute called to me there. He couldn't really get the ball out of his feet, and in the end, it runs through to Heath Richardson, the goalkeeper, who gratefully picks the ball up. The throw was into his feet, but he never quite controlled the ball in the end. And it is going to be the goalkeeper, Richardson, who kicks it away upfield, but that kick is going to go all the way out of play. For I think it's going to be a throw-in, is it? It's a throw-in, yes, or maybe even a goal kick, actually. It's a goal kick to Matlock Town. That's how far the ball went. But either way, Richardson, away from your own goal is better than anywhere. So either way, and the ball's with Wilkinson now, who brings it away. He goes out to West. It was his moment of quality which led to the goal for Matlock Town. It's his ball over the top. It's not a bad one. Hayes got some defending to do. The ball's beaten him. It's gone in behind as well. A cross comes in. It's a really good one. It's good defending by Lancaster as well. Really good play from Lancaster. And he wins his side of throw in. The ball from West was worked out to Johnston. Had no right to reach Johnston, really. But somehow it got to him. He then got the ball, and it was a good ball. It was good defending, though, by Will Lancaster to get the ball away. He's going to have to work very hard defensively back there, Lancaster. Again, it's a game that hasn't. It's been difficult for Park Avenue in a sense. The game was going so smoothly for them up until the substitute, obviously the injury changed some for Miles Lavassie, the forced substitution that was. And then, of course, as well, the deficit was halved due to that goal from Johnston. And then, of course, the red card as well, second yellow card for Mitch Lund. So definitely work to do for Park Avenue. Just over 20 minutes to go, so this game is far from over. As the ball is back with the goalkeeper, Saldini. He rolls it out to the substitute, Ian Evans. And it's Ian Evans, I believe it is, actually. But either way, pronunciations. Oh, and there's an off-the-ball incident there. It's going to be a foul in favour of Park Avenue, actually. And Lewis Hay will take quickly. Either way, again, I will keep you updated with the scores. It'll be final scores will be flooding in very soon, but won't quite do that yet. As a freak is going to be taken by Heath Richardson. Again, we've got 20 minutes to go. Plus any added time at the Horsefall Stadium in this Northern Premier League encounter. Again, a victory for Park Avenue would keep them in 18th. A defeat for Matlock Town drops them one place to 11th. They started the day in 10th as a ball kicked forward by the goalkeeper. And the opposite goalkeeper, Saldini, comes and claims it and plays one forward. It's going to be headed away. It's ricocheted off his man. And a Dunstan then plays one forward. It's Longbottom who goes for it. Can't quite get there. And that's going to be cleared away. It's good control as well by the number 7, John Johnston. Really good play from him. Ball in behind as well. It's in towards Margate. That's a good piece of defending, though. In the end, it was by Whiting. Good defending from him. Always had a head start there on Margate. Did well to clear the ball away. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 1. The 10 men for both teams. A red card in the first half, a straight red card for a challenge by Finlay Armand, and a red card for Mitch Lund for 2 bookable offences. As the ball comes in, oh, it's an equaliser, and Matlock Town are back in the game. It's 2-2. It's a very good goal, it's got to be said, and of course, it's that man, Jonathan Margate, with the header, and Matlock Town from 2-0 down, now at 2-2. It's got to be said, it's a very good goal, and the away supporters are certainly celebrating this one as well, making some racket. It's a brilliant goal from Jonathan Margate, the top scorer this season. That's his 25th of the season, only his 25th by the 11th of November. It's a really good header from him, though. Couldn't quite defend the ball in, and it is 2-2. Bradford Park Avenue with 2 goals up, a man up. And now it's all going wrong a little bit for the home side. And it is 2-2, and now it's got to be a case of seeing what happens in the game. It's a really good cross from the right side. I'm not quite sure who whipped the ball in from where I was, but it was a great delivery. And you've got to say, Margets has been rather quiet in this game, like all good strikers, though. Even on his quietest day, he pops up with a goal. And it was a very well taken one, and they've lost the ball again in the middle of the Park Avenue. And now they can come forward. Matlock Town, that's a foul by Longbottom, and that's going to be a yellow card, surely, for him. It is going to be a yellow card, and it's the foul was made on Harry Wood. Got to say, it was a ball in, two balls in of real quality, and Longbottom is the referee's notebook, just to confirm as well. It has been two balls in of real quality, which have led to both Matlock Town goals. That's one thing you have got to say. You can see why they've scored so many goals this season. Well, they've actually scored now, I believe it's that 34 goal, 33, I should say, goals this season for Matlock Town, and well, in the league anyway. I believe it's got. I believe that Jonathan Mox has 20 of them. Either way, great. It is 2-2 at the moment. Matlock Town from 2-0 down, a man down as well. They've now got the same amount of men and the same amount of goals as Park Avenue. As the ball is going to it's going to be taken by the number 7, John Johnson, who got the club team originally back into the game. It's going to be whipped in, is it? It's waiting for options, actually. Again, I will give you more score updates in a moment as well. But either way, and that's the ball in, and that's going to go out of play. Offside flags up anyway. So either way, nothing doing on that occasion. Nothing came of the free kick for Matlock Town. It's going to be a free kick, though, that is going to be taken by Heath Richardson due to the offside. And he does take it as well. And it's headed away. Ball's flicked on, actually. This could be more danger. This could be a real chance. Is this, oh, it's gone in. Is that going to be a penalty? The referee says no. There was a penalty appeal there. It was actually for Call to me, the substitute. He was running through one-on-one. It's a bit of a coming together, I must say. But I don't think there was too much in it, in truth. But the referee might have got that one right. It felt like it seemed like a shoulder-to-shoulder. And either way, it's not quite to be on that occasion. And that's another challenge. That's a high boot being given, actually, there against Harry Wood on his fellow number 8, Simon Richmond. Well, that one there, he kind of went through Calder Me. Wasn't quite getting to the ball anyway. It's a bit of a coming together. And then, yeah, he goes down. The referee gives nothing. He's let a lot go in the game, the referee, despite giving 2 red cards. He's tries to let the game flow as much as he can. It's not been an easy game to referee this for Callum Jones. But either way, a crazy game of football. And again, it was Yates, by the way, who crossed the ball in. Adam Yates it was. His brilliant delivery did lead to Margets' equaliser. However, Park Avenue love to go back into the lead. It is a Dunstan who whips one. It's a good ball. It's a header. Oh, it's an opportunity that's missed. What a chance for Park Avenue this time to go in the lead. Coming in at the back post there was Richmond. It's a brilliant delivery from a Dunstan. It's an absolutely brilliant ball. And in the end, Richmond gets his head to it, and he just about misses the target. It's a very close one. And that would have been a brilliant goal to get them back in the game. Oh, what an opportunity that was. Well, again, Park Avenue still with a lot of work to do. 15 minutes to go plus any added time. There's a lot more to come in this game yet, I'm sure. It's 10 men each and 2 goals each as Longbottom now has it on the right-hand side. He takes it in. That's well cleared away, though. They do well there defensively, Matlock Town. And the ball's controlled very well as well by Margets, who keeps his feet. Even on a day where Margets hasn't had many touches of the ball, he still provided a goal. Like all good strikers do, ball over the top from Hay towards Longbottom, with the flag inevitably goes up on that occasion. He looked offside from the start there, Longbottom. And yeah, it's got to be said. Park Avenue very nearly going to the lead again. It was a brilliant ball in from a Dunstan, though, into the area. And it was Richmond's header. Just couldn't quite keep it down. It was a close one. And it is still 2-2. What a crazy game of football this has been as a ball through looks for Demi. It's going to go back to his goalkeeper, Pete Richard, and then fans behind the goal. Behind the goal is it's actually Matlock Town kicking towards the Cemetery Road end in this second half, where the fans are located behind the goal, and they've certainly made a racket all day, then Matlock fans, in fairness to them. Dunstan has it now. Goes out to the number 10 Shanks. Ball through from him, and well, no, it was actually Doherty and Longbottom who both weren't on the same wavelength there. And the ball runs through to the goalkeeper, Saldini, but Matlock Town want to get on with it. A game which was going so wrong for Matlock Town in the first half. They were 2-0 down and man down. Might have thought that's going to be one of them days for the visitors. They have lost their last 2 away games in the Northern Premier League, letting in a combined 10 goals. As the ball goes through now, it's cleared away by Ian Evans, but second half has been a completely different game. They've managed to get back in the game, not just in the scoreline, but in terms of the players on the field as well. As the ball's with Dunstan, he plays it out to the right-hand side to Colville. And Colville up against his man. Does well to go beyond him, gets across it. It's not a bad one. Oh, it's cleared away as well. And the ball falls to Richmond. Back to Dunstan, comes in field. Playing a bit of the inverted role for now. Something that's so common these days. A shot comes in from distance. Oh, and it wasn't a bad effort there from Shanks, actually. And the goalkeeper stood still. And I thought that might nestle into the bottom corner for a moment, but it just goes wide. And it remains 2-2. And again, I'll give you some score updates of full times in a moment as well. But Everton have taken a 3-2 lead at Crystal Palace. That's one thing to note. But Manchester United still 1-0 up against Luton Town. And Arsenal 3-1 against Burnley. It's 10-man Arsenal at this point now. And there is going to be a corner taken though for Park Avenue, taking it quickly. And they get the ball back as well. It's a ball going to come. It's not a bad delivery. Oh, it's just missed. It was Lewis Hay, I believe he might have got a touch on it. But his touch won't take it into the back of the net. What an opportunity that was. I believe Hay might have got something on the cross. It wasn't enough to take it into the back of the net though. It's flicked wide and it stays 2-2. And Park Avenue are now having chances themselves to win the game. What an entertaining game this one has been. It is Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 2. Both teams with 10 men. The game similar earlier in the season at Guiseley that Park Avenue participated in, where both teams ended with 9 men. That ended a 2-2 draw as well. This one's 2-2. I don't think the drama in this one's over yet, though, as the ball comes forward now. It's Demi who goes to control it, and he does. It's good control from him, and he wins his side of throw-in, does well there as well. Goal Demi, and the goal came out of absolute nowhere, the second goal, and both goals have been away, and this is an opportunity. Oh, player goes down in the area. Oh, and it's going to be a corner given, I believe, and oh, I thought Matlock Town might have a penalty there. Another dangerous one. I believe it was Wood who went down in the area. And again, the referee, there's been a few penalty calls today for both teams, really, that on another day might have been given. But that one there, though, I don't think the referee thought there was enough in it. It was Wood who went down. The referee didn't seem interested. Immediately pointed for a corner, which comes in. It's to the back post. Oh, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. It took a bit of a deflection, in fact, and the goalkeeper, the ball just landed in his arms in the end, and Colville now has it. He's got work to do. Colville keeps it alive well. Good back heel. This is now Shanks on the ball. Long way out. Has he got a shot chance? He goes through to long bottom. Good defending, though. So really, I think it was by Evans, the defender. That's really good defending. It's laid off there by Demi. The ball's chipped forward. Oh, it's not the best one, though, in the end by West. And the attack breaks down. It's played forward. It's Colville who goes to get there. It's headed away. And in the end, oh, that's a really good ball played out as well by Wood. What a pass that is. Well, I thought it was a good ball. It's actually miscontrolled in the end by John Johnston. Well, what a game this has been again. I feel like the scoring might not be over yet. Both teams are having their chances. Who's going to blink first? Because for Park Avenue, a game that was going so well for them at the end of the first half, looking like they're going to get back-to-back home wins, but a lot's changed in the second half, that's for sure. In a game of two halves, it's been the definition of a game of two halves. 10 minutes to go, plus any added time at the Horsfall Stadium. Lewis Hay will take a throw-in inside the Park Avenue half. Lewis Hay, of course, played most of this game with his headband on due to an early injury. Picked up. Blood was coming from the head straight after Park Avenue scored their first goal. Now feels like a long time ago from Miles Labbersteed, who has had to go off due to injury as well. Of course, it's the first game in charge for Gianluca Verne and Ollie Johnson. Ball played forward. Colville keeps it alive, but his flick on is eventually going to go out of play, is it? Yes, it is. We've got just under 10 minutes to play. Will there be another twist in the tail of what's been a very dramatic game at the Horsfall Stadium? 4 goals, 2 red cards, a manager sent off. It's been quite a dramatic day in West Yorkshire. Throw-in goes forward. It's going to be headed up in the air there by Whitehead. Whitehead then kicks it forward. Oh, and there's a man that goes down there. Well, it was actually Calder Mid who went down. Didn't really do too much appeals. They might have just lost his footing. As then Lancaster goes back to his goalkeeper, Richardson. Colville goes to win it. They've beaten in the air, though. And the ball's headed away to Dunstan. Dunstan controls it just inside his own half. Colville. The ball played forward, and that's a bit of a wild one, though, from Dunstan. That's going to go just past the crowd, in fact. And, 8 minutes plus any additional time to go. It was a late kick-off, of course, at the Horsfall Stadium this afternoon. But the late kick-off hasn't interrupted the entertainment of the game, that's for sure, because it's been a thriller. And a game that could have been made so much easier for Park Avenue has not been an easy one. The ball's won back in the middle of the park by Wood. He does well. The referee plays the advantage. He might have been tucked back momentarily. Ball's now on the right-hand side with Yates. Yates, who's filled in at right back this half. Ball's laid off by Demi, who then wins the ball back well. And the ball's played to the left-hand side now. It's with West. West goes to play one, and he does. It's on a bad one. It's good defending by Lancaster. What a game he's had back there, Will Lancaster. Fantastic defending once again to put it behind for a corner. But then Matlock Town fans believe their team can now go on and find a winner. Can't believe I'm saying that after the way the first half panned out, but that's been the story of this second half. Everything went wrong for Matlock Town in the first half. Everything, in a way, has gone wrong for Park Avenue in the second. And the corner is going to be taken from the near right-hand side. Again, Matlock Town kicking towards their own fans. The Cemetery Road end. The ball is going to be whipped in on the right foot. Eventually, the corner's not been taken just yet. The referee has pulled a couple of players over, actually, to have a chat with them. He's done that quite a lot in this game, the referee. He's a referee that's let a lot of stuff go, but he's also not been afraid to give the players a talking to when they're in the wrong. But it is going to be a corner that comes in. Will there be another twist in the tail in what's been an extraordinary game with 4 goals, 2 players sent off, a manager sent off as well? The ball does come in. It's to the back post. Oh, and it's headed in. And it is going to be a goal. And it's actually the substitute, Ian Evans, who makes it 3-2. And they celebrate with their fans as well, Matlock Town. A dramatic twist, 2-0 down. And they now lead the game 3-2. It's a substitute from the first half, Ian Evans, who makes it 3-2. And he rose above everyone in the area, the number 18, heads into the bottom corner. And Matlock Town have completed the comeback. Sinead Wasadibe is about to be introduced to Park Avenue as well. And against Longbottom, who is going to be going off. Well, Park Avenue, a game in the first half, which they were very much in control of. Very much in control of the game in the first half now. They're now going to find a way to rescue something from it. 2-0 up against men. They will still remain, I believe, 18th even with this result, Park Avenue, but not an ideal one. The ball comes in a corner, a header. It's 3 goals they've scored have been from crosses. 3 goals they've scored have been from crosses, I mentioned, sorry. And either way, Park Avenue now have 5 minutes plus any added time to rescue this. It's going to be taken by the number 8, the restart, Richmond. And the Matlock Town fans in absolute delirium behind the goal. It's the substitute Evans who came on at half-time, who's completed the comeback for his team. What a dramatic game of football it's been. It's played out by a Dunstan. There's still work to do, but they can do it. Park Avenue as Doherty now has it. Doherty cuts inside, has a go. Good effort. Saved by the goalkeeper. Saldini makes the save. Down low. Say good save. It was kind of straight at him, but he had to hold the ball as well, the experienced goalkeeper, and that's what he did. The shot come in from Doherty. Wasn't the worst effort. It's a comfortable enough save, though, for the goalkeeper, who had to hold the ball, and he did, in fairness to him. And now Park Avenue try and win it back again. 2-0 up to 3-2 down. It's been a difficult game overall for them. It's got to be said. As the ball is headed away. It's a Dunstan on it now. He plays it forward with his right foot over to Wasadibe. Wasadibe chases. It's played back to his own goalkeeper, Deeney. And Deeney just puts his foot through it. Clears it away with that left foot. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. And Gianluca Byrne comes to control that throw-in as well. And the ball is thrown away. It's a Dunstan on the ball now. He goes back to Colville. Whiting, I should say, sorry. And again, Matlock Town fans in absolute delirium. Can Park Avenue get a goal to rescue something from a game it looked like in the first half they were in cruise control of? Got to credit the visitors for their second half fight back, though. Ball comes in. It's not a bad one to the back post, but the goalkeeper comes and claims it, Saldini. And he'll lay down on the ball as well to waste a little bit of time. But that clock is now ticking against Bradford Park Avenue, it's fair to say. Well, it's been a difficult one for Park Avenue to take, no doubt. But there's still time, as I mentioned, 3 minutes plus any added time as the ball's laid off to Margetts. Margetts in a good position, plays one in. The deflection is kind for the Park Avenue goalkeeper, and it will just run through to Richardson. And now Doherty from the throw-in is challenged. And this could be an opportunity for Park Avenue to try and get the ball forward. Well, the clock's against them. 10 versus 10, 5 goals in the game. The first half went so well for the hosts. There was a delayed kick-off in the game as well. And yeah, Park Avenue now have got work to do. Can they produce something? As Doherty goes to control, he goes on to Osadibe. Osadibe, though, doesn't quite get there. Cleared away by Lancaster. Despite letting in 3 goals in a very good game, Lancaster at the back. Doherty takes it forward, goes on, goes down. That's going to be a foul, surely it is. And that's a free kick to Park Avenue. The foul was by Caldemy. And again, just a reminder, it was 2-0 at half-time to Park Avenue. 2 goals were scored by the number 7 in the first half, Miles Labastide. 2 brilliant goals. One at the start of the half, one at the end of the half. And then Matlock Town have responded in the second half. Jordan Preston's going to enter the field any moment as well. Another late substitution for Park Avenue to try and rescue the game. Again, work to be done. There's not long to go, and coming off is going to be Brad Doherty. Another good shift put in by Doherty, it's got to be said. Worked tirelessly all game as usual. He goes off the field though. And Jordan Preston's going to be coming on. Can Park Avenue try and rescue something from a game? But again, they felt like in the first half they were in firm control of. Either way, the ball is about to come in. It's into the penalty area. Not a bad ball. It's going to be headed away, though. And the ball's now going to fall to Dunstan, the number 2. Dunstan has it. He goes out to Preston. His first touch of the game on the right-hand side. Preston trying to bring it forward. He plays it in. It's Hay. Can he control? He does. He goes down. So going to be another free kick in favour of Park Avenue in a dangerous position. Will they take it quickly? No, they're going to wait for the cross to be delivered in. Again, 2 goals in the first half by Miles Labastide have been cancelled out. The second half goals have come from John Johnston, Jonathan Margetts, and also Eon Evans. And the free kick's going to be taken by the number 10, Connor Shanks. He needs to get this one right. Time is running out. Park Avenue. It's a good ball. It's a good header. And that's going to go behind for a corner. And it is going to be a corner for Park Avenue. It's a good defensive header by a Matlock Town head, which took it over his own crossbar. Time is running out for Bradford Park Avenue. Can they rescue something? 30 seconds of the 90 to go. Corner going to be taken from the far left-hand side. It goes into the area. It's Preston with the header. Oh, it's cleared away. And that's going to go out for another corner, is it? I believe it is going to go out for yet another corner. And there's another one for Park Avenue. It's Preston who got his head to it. Not enough power on it. And the Matlock Town defence cleared it. And that board is going to go up immediately for how much added time we're going to have. And it's Gianluca Verne who's given instructions to his team. The corner's going to be taken again by Shanks. And the referee, well, he's ordering Gianluca Verne to go back to his technical area. And the 90 minutes are now up. Well, again, in a minute we're going to find out how much added time there's going to be as a corner goes in. It's headed away this time, though. The added time is, just to confirm, 6 added minutes of Park Avenue. There is still time. 10 versus 10. 5 goals in the game. Preston has it on the left. Can he try and conjure something up? Preston. He gets the ball back as well. Can he get it out of his feet, though? It's just one of them. They won't let them cross the ball at the moment. The ball is now going to find Colville. Chance for him to shoot. He does shoot. It's going to go out for a corner again. It was Colville, the number 15, got the ball out of his feet. Had a shot towards goal. The deflection takes it behind for a corner. And it's going to be taken, the corner, as well, by Shanks, you'd imagine. Wow. Can Park Avenue get an equaliser? What would be a very dramatic one. It is going to be taken, the corner, by Lewis Hay this time, an in-swinger. It's deep to the back post. It's going to be, oh, no one got a touch on that. It's a goal kick. Lewis Hay's ball in was deep to the back post. No Matlock Town player got a touch, or a Park Avenue player, meaning a goal kick is given. And now the clock is very much against Park Avenue. A minute of the 6 have already been played. And you only imagine that Saldini's going to take his time with this goal kick. Again, Bradford Park Avenue 2 goals up and a man up in the first half. The game's going to end with 10 versus 10 and a 3-2 win for Matlock Town at the moment, unless something can be done in the final few moments. The physios come onto the field actually here for Matlock Town. Going to waste the look box. They waste more time. There is a player down, and that's obviously going to add a little bit of treatment. Either way, though, what an opportunity for Matlock Town to obviously get the result. A result that in the first half they never would have dreamt of at half time. We've been 2-0 down with 10 men, but they are a very good team going forward. They've been entertainers this season. They've certainly not disappointed that title today. 2-0 down with 10 men. They've still come back. They are obviously to win 3-2. Park Avenue were also reduced to 10 men as well. Well, again, the full-time Premier League scores I'll give you in a moment as well. Well, all the scores actually. So it's 1-0 Manchester United. It's ended 3-1 to Arsenal against Burnley as well. And either way, Bradford City beaten by Barrow by 2-1 in the first game in charge for Graham Alexander at Valley Parade. And Leeds United as well, as we are still waiting for the game to get back underway. Leeds United won 2-1 against Plymouth Argyle at Ellen Road. We still are waiting for the game to get underway, but finally it looks like Saldini is going to get the ball forward and the game is back underway. And Park Avenue do not have long if they're going to rescue anything from this game. The ball comes off Colville, he keeps it alive. Johnston then plays it forward. Osadibe will chase it, it's headed away. It's Colville who wins it as well from the header. Colville takes it down. Preston has it, goes back to Dunstan. Dunstan goes to the right hand side, back to Preston again. Preston whips one in, it's deflected up in the air. He then controls it well. He's giving it away though, and this could be an opportunity coming forward for the visitors. It's going to be with Wood. Wood just happily will run the ball to the corner though. Willie keeps it for now. It's given away, but no, they've got it back actually. And this could be a chance for the killer goal. Ball's played across. Oh, it's good piece of defending in the end. It was Margetts who tried to square it there to Demi. And in the end, it's good piece of defending though by Lancaster. He's had a fantastic game back there, Lancaster. But either way, they have the ball exactly where they want it at the moment. Matlock Town, the visitors. This would be their 4th consecutive win if they are to hang on. The Bradford Park Avenue sit just outside the relegation zone for the time being. Matlock Town, this victory would actually move them up to 7th, to 8th, I believe. This victory for the visitors, so they'll go up 2 places from where they were at the start of the day. There's still time though for Park Avenue, not much time, but a little bit of time. As the ball is now with Lancaster, can he just get it forward? He goes out to the left. We've just got to try and work the ball forward at the moment, Park Avenue. As the ball is out to Hay. Hay's playing more right back at the moment. He brings it in, plays one in. It's not a bad ball. Osadibe can't get there. It's headed away. Lancaster goes to get there. Hay flicks it on. It's going to be cleared away. And now there's another chance to come forward for Matlock Town. It's with the man who got them back in the game. It's ball played forward as well. Is he going to stay onside? I think he is going to stay onside as well. Margetts. They're just running it to the corner now, Park Avenue. Margetts goes down, and that's going to be a goal kick. Margetts, who originally thought he was fouled, but trying to shield the ball, and in the end, Park Avenue just eventually bundling out for a goal kick, and it's going to be taken forward by Steve Richardson. And that's going to be cleared away, is it? No, it is actually, and they can't get the ball. Park Avenue at the moment. Matlock Town have it in their possession. Again, another dramatic game in the Northern Premier League. Park Avenue for the 4th time this season come up against 10 men. It's a thing they've really struggled to do. Obviously, they were reduced to 10 men by the time the scores were levelled, it's in fairness, but it's the 4th game this season where they've had a man's advantage for a significant part of the game and not made it count. The ball's played forward by Hay. No one up there, though, for Park Avenue. And Saldini will let that one run through to his own penalty area. He is going to be chased by Colville, but Saldini will just pick the ball up. And he'll just gracefully pick it up. And he does kick the ball away as well. The referee's full-time whistle will certainly be coming soon. There will be a bit added on, though, of course, due to the stoppage for the injury to a Matlock Town man. The ball's now with Lancaster. He plays it forward, and that is the referee's full-time whistle. And what a result for Matlock Town this is. From 2-0 down in the first half with 10 men. they've come back to win the game 3-2. The game started so well for Bradford Park Avenue. They scored within the opening 5 minutes. It was a brilliant goal from Miles Labastide, who's got the ball rolling for Park Avenue, and the Gianluca Vernon Ollie Johnson era. He made it 1-0. Then there was a red card just around about 10 minutes later, a straight red card for Finley Armand for a strong challenge on Mitch Lund. He got sent off for that straight red card right at the end of the first half as well. Park Avenue made it 2-0. A second goal of the game from Miles Labastide. A brilliant finish from him on his left foot to put Park Avenue 2-0 up into the break, and with a man's advantage. But in the second half, everything changed in favour of Matlock Town. They pulled a goal back in the second half when John Johnston, the skipper, turned in Joe West low cross to make it 2-1. And then Mitch Lund was sent off after that as well for his second yellow card of the game. And then the game went 2-2 from a cross from Adam Yates. He played a ball in, and that was headed into the back of the net from Jonathan Margetts for his 25th goal in all competitions already this season to make it 2-2. And then the third goal of the game came from the substitute, Eon Evans. A corner was whipped in. He headed in to make it 3-2. And that was the end of the scoring. So the game ended with 10 versus 10. Matlock Town with a red card in the first half. Bradford Park Avenue with a red card in the second half. In the end, though, Park Avenue were 2-0 up in the game. But the scoreline ends at the Horsfall Stadium in the Northern Premier League. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Matlock Town 3. In a dramatic afternoon of football here in West Yorkshire. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us on the commentary again. Final score, a 10-man Bradford Park Avenue 2, a 10-man Matlock Town 3. And we'll see you next time.